and welcome to my channel, Love Storyteller Tarot. My name is Jeanette and this is going to be your new moon reading, May 11th in the archetype of Taurus. And thank you for those who like, share and subscribe and comment on my videos. I really love it, and it's great to connect again. Right, let's have a look. So the new moon is all about new beginnings, and I think we're coming up for, let's just take a look whilst I remember, we will be coming up May 26th for a lunar eclipse in Sag, and then June the 10th solar eclipse in Gemini. So that'll be interesting. I'll do a bit more in-depth, not in-depth, but I'll use the psychology cards to see what will be going on with that one. So let's take a look then. Taurus is, and you don't have to be a Taurian, you will have Taurus in your chart somewhere, whatever house it sits in, that's how it will be affecting you. And Taurus is all very grounded, very, I see it, I get the impression, because it's like Taurus the bull. So it's like, I hear the saying, a bull in a china shop, but that's more fire behind that. This is about more like something solid and stocky and strong, like the ox. And I think it is, don't quote me on it, but I do think, is it the Chinese year? I think it's the ox. Because somebody said it was the year of the rat, but I don't know. I'm sure it was the year of the ox, because somebody who I saw said it was she asked me when I was born, and I told her, and she said, "Oh yeah, but that was the year of the ox, and that's now." But maybe it isn't. I need to check that out. But yeah, so it feels like that energy. Taurus is very practical. Like very earthy, and ruled by Venus, the same as, well, it's two, isn't it? Taurus and, oh, my mind's gone blank. Anyway, it's all about nice things, Taurians like nice things, quality things, and a nice home, really good, nice quality stuff, like quality food. It's not your cheap and cheerful stuff. It's not your cheap and cheerful food. It would be high quality. Is that recording? Yeah. High quality, and yeah, sometimes you have to save up for that, to have that, but they would rather do that than go and buy something, that to them wasn't of value. So yeah, they would save up and save hard. They work very hard. It's that Knight of Pentacles, which the weekly reading I just did he came out, which was all about trust. And then they head towards the king, where you've made your money, you're sitting comfortably, and you're the king of your castle. So yeah, but it comes under the Hierophant, which is all about the higher power, the Father in heaven. It's about knowledge, education. It's about tradition, it's very traditional. But because of everything that's happened, I think, the times we live in now, it's a time to challenge that and question where all that's come from, really, and whose rules and laws were they? Because the only law to go under, really, is the universal law. But yeah, so this is very much about tradition and doing things like being one of the crowd, so to speak, following the rules, But in reverse, it's like saying don't. Not that it is in reverse, but we always need to look at the other side of it. There's always another perspective to a card. And it would suggest that, you know, because I was coming back from my walk, and I saw a number plate with rebel on it. And I thought, yeah, maybe it's time. It's time to rebel against like this, because this is about being conforming to what's being dictated. So, and maybe in reverse, it's saying, you know, not to do that, question it, question whose rules. So whether it's happening out there, you know, in the collective, or whether it's happening in your personal life, because this can be beliefs, spirituality, what you believe in, what you follow, and maybe it, you know, you'll be looking at that around this new moon. But it will be about setting your intentions and, you know, starting a new phase in your life, either a chapter in your life or you know, a cycle in your life. So, because that's what the moon cycles are. So coming to the end of one and going into another, as much as, you know, going from daylight to night. Those are still a cycle. It's called the little death. You know, you wake up in the morning, you go through your day, you reach the afternoon, then the evening, and nighttime can be night, and then that's gone. That day's gone. You're never going to get it back. What they're saying here is maybe question things, question everything, I think is what they're saying, what's coming through for this new moon. Question everything, question what's going on in the world, question what's going on in your own personal life. It's a time for questioning, and maybe a time for not being the rebel, because Aquarius, the Aquarius age that we're in now, can be a bit like that, but it's not about being a rebel. But you know, Spirit's saying whose rules are you following, and I think it's about questioning that and taking a look, going deeper and taking a look at, you know, what programming and what programming and what beliefs and things like that has been put upon your shoulders, because the keys are here, so you do have the keys. And what I like about the vice versa tarot, you see behind him on the vice versa tarot. But yeah, so something, you know, it's whether, do you need to think about your traditions? I think what they're saying. Think about your traditions. Where have they come from? You know, say, like, for an example, the royal family here in the UK and the tradition around that. And they're saying maybe you need to question everything and look at things more deeply. And where has it all come from, really, is what Spirit's saying. But let's take a look, see what the tarot would like to say. I do have the light on, so I hope that's... it looks a bit dark, but not a lot I can do about it at the moment. I've got the light on. So let's have a look for this new moon. What are the most important messages we need to know? Oh, the Wheel of Fortune. Well, in this one, it's the Wheel of Destiny. So yeah, something about seasons and cycles, you know, about destiny, fate. If it was in reversed, that to me, as my guides know me, that would be all about fate, and you're heading back down that path, and you need to redirect yourself because you've gone on a diversion. But when it's upright, it's definitely all about destiny. It's not about fate. It's about, you know, something's been put in motion by an action, by a deed of some sort, so whatever, you know, seeds you've planted, that sort of thing. It has been put in motion and it has to go somewhere. So that's why it can be known as karma, because what cause and effect, what you give out comes back to you, that sort of thing. But for me, I see it as positive when it's upright. It's saying you're heading towards your destiny. And yes, you do need to go through the cycles, the seasons, and, you know, your relationships will be a part of that. So sometimes somebody will come into your life for just a few moments. It can be anything down to a smile, but that smile will mean a lot to that person, especially when you think about what's going on today with the Muslim, you know, the face things over your face, you know, so a smile means everything, and you never know what that smile means to somebody on that day. And so whether it's you giving the smile or you receiving the smile, and you know the earth angels, they sort of come out of nowhere and then they disappear just as quickly, you know. Or it might be somebody's come into your life for a short time. You know, it's, what is it saying? A day, a season, a lifetime. But all of them, all your soulmates, all of them are important. All of them help you get towards your, you know, reach your destiny. Every single one of them, even the ones that are karmic and, you know, can come in and like turn your world upside down, and days you feel as though the rug's been pulled from underneath your feet, you know, even those ones. Even those times, it doesn't have to be a relationship, even those times when, you know, you feel you followed your intuition and everything was lining up and you was heading in that direction. And then, you know, I remember a time when I was going to do a course in psychology, going to university, and obviously I'd be an older student. Everything, literally everything fell into place. It was so easy. It just flowed until I sat down in front of, I don't know what they're called, to discuss payment and all of that. And then suddenly my stomach churned and it was, no, I don't even know, excuse me, don't even know if it was me, because it didn't feel like it was me getting up out of the chair and walking away from it. And even my family said, well, what are you doing? What are you doing? Don't understand why you're doing this. I said, I don't know. All I know is my stomach churned and dropped, and that's good enough for me. I don't need to analyse it. I don't need to know what that was about. Today I know what that's about, but I'll keep that to myself. But yeah, I know what that was about. So yeah, this is the Wheel of Fortune, a Wheel of Destiny upright, and you know, the seasons are important, and you know, who enters your life, who stays, who goes, is part of that cycle. It's part of the cycle of life, is what they're saying. Yeah, well, the movement to do with this is going to happen very quickly. So because this is movement, the Eight of Wands. It's you know, it can be travel, literally like flights. So maybe around this new moon, maybe there's going to be messages about flying. Maybe the flights are going to open up. So if you've not been able to see your partner, or you know, if you're having a long distance relationship because of the situation in the world at the moment, maybe you've got to know somebody over the internet, that sort of thing, because this is very much about messages back and forth, you know. So a lot of emails, a lot of texting, a lot of phone calls, anything like that. But yeah, it can mean literally take flight, as in, you know, flights back up in the air and movement going. So maybe that's what it, and it's about timing. But you know, these arrows are in the air; they're not grounded. So, but they do have growth on them, and they are heading for something. They have a direction. So, like I said earlier, something that's been put into motion is speeding up now and taking flight. But there's going to be somebody or a situation that wants to put a hold on that. They just like want to, they either through something that they say, because this card in the other card is called drama, you know, and this, okay, it's showing it because it's a page, it's showing a young person with the sword up. And it's like they're in defense, that they're ready to say something, they're on the attack, and they need to, so this will either be somebody blocking you through their words, through trying to prevent you to get to your destiny, or it could be it could involve a child or a message of some kind. A message that comes through could, I don't know, it's like disappoint you or put you back to where you were. But anyway, something is set in motion, so nobody can stop that. Nobody can stop where this is heading. So destiny will have its say. So no matter who or what is going to try and block that in the future, because you've worked hard. You've worked damn hard to get to where you are today. You know, doing personal work on yourself, and because it's the Pentacles, Eight of Pentacles, it's, you know, you're working, this can be somebody working late into the night, so working very hard, burning the candle at both ends, but not in a fun way, in a I need to get it done way. And as you can see on here, you know, she's looking very closely at this coin to add to the rest of them. And so it's about being diligent. And obviously, you know, the shadow side of that, it's if you're working too hard and you've not got like the work-life balance, and it's all work. So because she's only got the candle to see what she needs to see. But what I like here is that you've got the skull here. So it represents, you know, transformation, death of a situation. And we've got a book that's open, and it's about halfway through. So the story of whatever's going on for you, whether it's regarding work, whether it's regarding, you know, whichever part of your life it is, it's like Spirit's saying, you're about halfway through that book, and there's still work to do, but you know, as long as you work diligently and you're aware of where you're going, which you are, because we've got the destiny card there, then you're going to get there, you're going to be okay. But there's more chapters to go, and which is nice to hear. We don't want the chapters to come to an end. And this can be about prudence as well, on the Aleister Crowley tarot. You know, that says prudence on there. So, you know, watching what you spend, that sort of thing, because you may need it at a later date. Heart of the matter. So we do have the Nine of Swords, You know, this is like you're literally exhausted with thinking about a situation and how the situation can change. Will it ever change? But also, this card is also known as, you know, she can be a bit of a drama queen, and you know, or it can be because you've got the vampire sucking the life out of her. So it'll be either way. It could be somebody draining you. And with the sword here, the Page of Swords, which again is drama on the other card, definitely it looks like, and it can be even through somebody's speech, you know, that can cut and hurt. And so it's definitely the mental energy that's at the heart of the matter, and feeling worried, full of anxiety, can't sleep, you know, and it does come under depression. Of course it would. If you can't get a good night's sleep, you know, especially between, 4 and 6, which is when your serotonin is being produced, which is the happy hormone that you need, you know, to get through the rest of your day, then you'll be lacking that. And but it can be literally somebody. So for those of you that do have teenagers, or, you know, somebody young or acting childish in that way, then, you know, that can be very draining. And you know, and that is what's at the heart of the matter. So this is what needs to heal. But you are going to, because we've got the Wheel of Fortune card there, right at the top one there. And we've got the High Priestess, which is lovely to see. So it's saying, I feel Spirit saying that you being, you know, your High Priestess, whether you're male or female, it doesn't matter, because remember, this one is like that's the father of upstairs, and that's the mother of upstairs. You know, she's very psychic and very knowing. She knows what's going on behind the curtain, even though there isn't a veil on this one. But, you know, she knows what's going on behind the curtain. She knows everything that's going on. So what I feel Spirit is saying, you need to trust your own intuition so that you don't let anyone drain your energy, you know, because it can be what somebody's telling you, and what they're saying and what they're doing is completely two different things. And you need to go into your own knowingness and trust your intuition as to what's going on, really, because then you won't go into that energy if you're somebody that goes into that energy. Or like I said, it would be the opposite, that somebody's trying to steal that from you, because you are the High Priestess, you know. You're very psychic, you're very clairvoyant, claircognizant, all of that. And people know it because she's upright, and you're listening to that in a way, but maybe not where this one particular person's concerned. I'm not too sure. So who that is will depend. Or if it's not a person, like I said, it would be a message of some kind. But that message would have been sent to, because obviously you're carrying the light, even though that's quite dark colours there. You carry the light, and you shine that light for others to see. Then you can be, you know, it's like the moth to the light, isn't it? You can be a target in that sense, as in some people can find you a challenge and then want to be clever and get one up on you, and then you like kick yourself because you think, well, I knew that. Why didn't I just trust my own intuition? Sometimes we're led down a path because we don't trust our intuition. And and it's to get you to trust your intuition. But yeah, you can be led down a path. The trickster can show up and lead you down a path so that you trust your intuition. And thank goodness I did trust my intuition regarding that university degree all those years ago. So, but look at that. That was back in, oh my goodness, 2009. And then the answers only come now. The same as the things I write in my diary. It's literally years, even decades later, that you get the answer to something that went on way back then. But the answer will come. The answer will come. So we do have 2 8s here. So 8 is significant around this new moon in Taurus. So and 8 is all about abundance. It's the affinity sign. But this is about walking away emotionally from something. So anything that's draining you around this new moon, the new moon is the time for a new beginning. So anything that's draining you, you know, emotionally, the spirit is saying maybe, you know, it's time to walk away because you want to go towards something that makes you happy, you know, towards the 9 of Cups. But what I like about these, they are all stacked up very neatly. So it's because it's Taurus, it feels like whatever you've done in the past and whatever things that you've had to sort out in the past, it has been done very neat and tidy. It doesn't seem to be any loose ends in that sense. So, but you know, she's off and she's barefooted, but she's off on a mission. Is she barefooted? I think maybe some flip-flops or something. But she's off on a mission, you know, and these are this is like the chakras and the way it goes around like that. It's like your 7 chakras, and then you've got the 8th one there, which is all about your soul. And, you know, look at your rising sign, especially if you're a rising sign Taurus, because that's all about your life purpose and growing into your soul and what your soul's here to do. But yeah, she's on a mission, as in, you know, heading towards the 9, heading towards something that will make her happy. So there might be something that's, you know, maybe fate played out in the past, but now you have a choice. You have a choice. The stars are aligned, so to speak, and you know, maybe ask what door is open for you regarding your life purpose at the moment, and then see what messages come for you or what signs you get, really. But yeah, because there is again, there is abundance, you know, there's a flow of money, everything that you need. There is a flow coming in and coming out. It's like that cycle of, you know, cause and effect. What you give out comes back to you, that sort of thing. And obviously, if you've been generous, then that's going to come back to you. It doesn't have to be money. It can be supporting somebody else, whatever it is. But this is like the Father Christmas card. It's like a benefactor. It's like a gift of some kind. But on some of them, it looks as though this one's deciding who deserves to be helped and who doesn't, which can be a bit judgmental. But on this one, it looks okay. And again, you know, you've got your children there, so it's just saying that things are going to be okay. And this can be from the universe, you know. You can have what it is from the universe, and yes, it may come through another, but it's definitely about generosity, and it comes under volunteering, you know, charities, that sort of thing. And sometimes, you know, if you're going through a hard time, sometimes to make yourself feel better, it's about giving, isn't it? And they're just saying, don't worry, whatever you put into motion, it's going to come back to you. It's going to come back to you 10 times more, because you do it from a place of your heart. You don't do it from what will I get in return of this. That card is not about that. That's about give and take. And if you're looking at a relationship and regarding this, which is what's at the heart of the matter, and that's obviously not an equal relationship, whatever that relationship is to you. And that's why it would drain you, because it would be unrequited love. There wouldn't be that give and take. There wouldn't be that balance. And this is the card that's, about balance in a relationship, about give and take, so that both parties feel happy and fulfilled. And the outcome is the Knight of Cups. So somebody's coming in, because if you look at it as, okay, it's the outcome, but he has to go somewhere also. So he might be the end of this reading, but he'll be the beginning of another reading. And it was saying something about a book and you're only halfway through. And, that can be anything down from only halfway through your career. There's, more opportunities that are coming your way, or it can be down to halfway through a chapter of your life. It could literally mean a book. And it means that, by trusting your intuition, you will know, because this person can be, because obviously he's offering some sort of an emotional offering. And Spirit's saying, trust your own intuition, because he can be a bit flaky in a way, because he's very romantic. He's very, idealistic sometimes, but it's not to say, he'll come under the water signs, Pisces, Scorpio, Cancer, Sun, Moon or Rising, or Venus, or, just to have a lot of water in his chart or her chart, depending who you're dating. And, but he hasn't gone over the water yet, which is the emotions. So this is only an offer. Doesn't mean to say it's a full-blown relationship. You have to use your discernment, but it is next to the Six of Coins. So, but you do have to use your discernment to get there, is what Spirit's saying. And we've got the Two of Pentacles in reverse. I think the weekly one came up with that one. This is what's going on underneath. So, because on the other one it's about juggling, but I feel in reverse it means that there is a challenge there, but you're going to deal with the challenge. It's as simple as that. I don't see it as being any more than that, really. Okay, am I still recording? Yeah, because the other one earlier dropped out, but okay, yeah, we're fine. Let's go a bit deeper with the fortune telling cards. Oh, well, yeah, definitely about a relationship, which is interesting, because this can literally mean a ring. So for those of you that, do want some sort of commitment, this can be a promise ring, or obviously a wedding ring, a marriage ring. So this is your destiny. If that's what you want, you are heading towards that. And we do have the Knight of Cups here. So, or if you're in a relationship, then, you can be transforming that. You can be going to another level. So maybe they were more 3D level, and now through destiny, through hard work, it's heading towards another level, which is more spiritual, not so 3D and all about the relationship. It's more you know, and that's where you get your give and take, really, and that is near him. So maybe it is in the past you've had to walk away from something emotionally, but it's about, because you're going to be heading towards something much better, and you need to know that. But yeah, this would be with this and that. That's like a destined relationship, something really important. Let's see what's at the heart of the matter. Yeah, definitely. I mean, this can be, because it's on the Nine of Swords, this can be like a cross to bear. Like you're having to, sometimes you just have to grin and bear some things, because you're you're trying to get somewhere, and they're also saying everybody has their cross to bear. So I think they're trying to say, try not to judge your situation or somebody else's, because we all have our crosses to bear, and that can be different. You know, it's all about fate, isn't it? And the cards you're dealt. But those cards you agreed to on a soul level before coming here. So whatever those cards were that you were dealt, whether they were more positive or they were more negative, it's how you look at it, look at a situation, how you play those cards. And destiny, you know, fate is the cards you're played, and destiny is the rising above it, and you know, going for your potential and that sort of thing. But yeah, it can be that. So it can be burdens, the cross, but it can also mean something that's destined. But this is about, so this can be about religion. So, and your relationship with religion for some. So that would be like the cross, and to do with religion of some shape or form, because there's so many different ones. But maybe that's what they're saying from the beginning, maybe because this is about tradition and everything, and compliance and conforming. And maybe they're saying maybe it's time to look at that. So maybe having to look at that can cause a bit of chaos when you have to go quite deeply, and but maybe it's about going to your own knowingness rather than what people are, or what the universe, not the universe, what's going on in the world is saying. So let's have a look at the rest. Oof, that just wanted to flip out. So that will be going, yeah, definitely movement. There's some news coming, a journey or some news of some sort on its way regarding this relationship. And it could be news that you've been waiting for quite a while, whatever this relationship is to you, or whatever this message is for you. Because we don't have the heart next to it, so it could be anything really. But it's not good. The Spirit's saying it's not going to be as bad as you think it is, because we do have the flowers here, and something tells me that this person, I don't know, would want to send flowers or would want to say something, but it's their issue around what's going on, because it's going on in their own mind. But this is about happiness, this card, and you know, you are being looked after, you're being okay about things. But as I said earlier, it's something about a message, but it's not going to be as bad as you think it is, because these two are connected. But there's definitely a message coming in regarding a relationship of some kind, and there's something that maybe has been a burden, but something, and we'll see what the romance angels say, something needs to be sorted. Let's have a look what have we got here. That's still recording. So yeah, we've got the house come up, and I think that's the weekly I just did. that just come up as well in that. Yeah, so that could be working because of, working hard to provide a home or to get a home, because it's so hard to get on the property ladder now. But I do believe that's all going to change. There's definitely things going on behind the scenes that is going to be in the collective's favour, not against. So I do believe that where property is concerned, things are going to change. The relationship with that is going to change. But yeah, it's like staying up at night, working hard. That would be like about taking 2 jobs, but in reverse, because you're having to juggle. See what that weekly says, because this reading will be going out the same week as the weekly on the full moon. But yeah, there's something to do with that. But, it seems to be destined. They're both orange and they're both green. But we've got the purple there. So something to do with a spiritual relationship, something to do with home. Something that might have been a burden, like I said earlier. And we've got green again, haven't we? So this can be delays. Something that's, obviously because it's a coffin, stagnant, not moving, delays of some sort. And that, I feel, because it's on our high priestess, which is you, that's when you have to really tune into her, because what they're saying is something doesn't appear as it seems to. So you're going to have to trust yourself on that, whatever that delay might be. Not listen to what's going on or what's being said there, which isn't going to be as bad as you think it is. But yeah, there's definitely a change of address, a change of property, a change of home, or there was in the past, if you want to look at it that way. But this is where you're heading towards now. But it could be now, it could be the here and now. All the energies seem to be sort of mingling, and she is going down a new path. And this can open up when you've moved home or country, a job, end of a relationship, that sort of thing. That card can definitely come up showing that. But yeah, there's a change of home, change of address, whatever shape or form that is going to be for you. But it is to do with security. It is to do with about, because an anchor is about like keeping something still, settling down until obviously you take it back up and you go on a journey again. But because it's on the 6 of Pentacles, it's like saying, this is about security, financial security, and putting some roots down is what it's saying. But yeah, she's definitely heading towards that way now. And there you go. Definitely to do with financial security. So there's an offer, but it might be an emotional offer, but there is something to do with money because it's right next to him. So this can be literally like a knight in shining armor, offering to invest, but there's an emotional connection to it. But we'll get some cards out on it to see if it's genuine, but there can be a delay in that. But we've got the tree at the bottom. So there is growth, there is expansion, there is good things coming. Let's see, have a few cards out on the heart of the matter. What do we need to know regarding the heart of the matter? Oh, it's gone all cloudy here now. Oh, we've got the Fool. So, yeah, maybe to get out of this feeling or this feeling like a victim and not having any power, because I can see what the next one is now, because it's vice versa tarot. But having any power, Oh, I get it because I've seen it. Hide the other one. That's it. You know, having some power. It's you need to step into a new cycle, a new beginning. You need to take a leap of faith of some kind. And, you know, there's good things there because you can't see it on this side, but on that side, you're not alone because he's got his dog there. You're not alone. You're certainly not alone. And you've got everything that you need. But to get out of this situation, whatever it is, and the weekly was be detached from the situation. So I feel but both of them, but I have done them one after the other. Yeah, so a new beginning, a new adventure will get you out of this energy, get you feeling stuck and get you out of there, using your intuition. And the magician, you know, the saying is, don't be your victim, be your magician. You've got, you know, this is all the tools here that's on his table. It's there. And it is about magic. It is about, you know, manifesting what it is that you want that will bring you happiness. And we were talking about number 8 earlier, and there you go, there's the affinity sign. But, you know, this table literally is floating in the air. And sometimes it can be, you know, it's the magician is like, look at what I'm doing here because something else is going on over there, which I felt was a bit like this. You need to trust yourself in any delays as to what you think that might be. But, you know, I saw that as a shooting star, but they're saying it's like a comet, which to me is very similar. But and I said something about burning candles at both ends. And this candle literally is lit at both ends. It's like marrying heaven and earth. So bringing down those, you know, those ideas, those inspirations, and using your tools, using your skills. But you've got to, because I said something about a book being halfway there, but, you know, maybe now, halfway through, it's time to go on another journey because we do have that there. And obviously with the personal reading, I put cards out more on all of them to go deeper and see what's going on. But this is the constellation, Orion constellation, which is about the hunter. Sometimes you have to hunt your destiny, you know, hunt your destiny. But it feels like that's why that's going on. And we do have the star, which is a fresh beginning. And again, you know, fresh start, hope. It's the star of hope. And you know, trusting in yourself, really. So using your skills and talents is going to get you out of this situation. You can do it. You need a new beginning to bring. Oh, and then we do have the 8 of coins there, look, which is that one there. So it could be to do with the home and working hard to get that, if that's what you want. Let's have a look, see what the romance angels would like to say. Oh, come here, you. Oh, well, that just fell out, so we'll take that one. So the soulmate card has come up, which is what I was saying earlier about the season, you know, for a day, for a season, a lifetime, whatever it is. So yes, this is your soulmate. So whoever's on your mind, whoever you're thinking about, whoever you meet, whoever this person is, maybe that might offer a helping hand regarding, you know, finances. They're saying, you know, this is your soulmate. So let's get a few more cards out on that. So whoever you've been wondering, are they, you know, whether it's somebody from the past, because this is something that's action that's been put into action regarding a relationship, is, even though the heart hasn't come up, so it's not saying that they're in your life, that you're in love. It's not saying that. It's just saying that that's, you know, the new beginning of that happening. So yeah, so what there is definitely an attraction there, but it will be a mutual attraction. It won't be just one-sided, but it looks like if you're feeling this way, then you've got to make a new beginning for yourself. You need to stand in your power and make this fresh start for yourself. And you've got to be working on your attraction. You don't need to be doing anything to attract this soulmate. You just need to be working on your energy and your vibration. You need to be taking time out, literally smell the roses and enjoy your life fully, because that's how you'll attract this soulmate to you. And where there's been deception before and you've known it because of the High Priestess, you're not going to allow that to happen again. You're definitely going to be, if it is, then that's a lesson that needs to be learned, and that would be a karmic one. But I do feel that energy, you're changing by becoming, stepping into your own power and becoming who you're meant to be. But you need to be honest with yourself about who you think a soulmate is, and be truthful to yourself. And this can be minor things. It doesn't have to be major things like cheating on somebody or something like that. This can be literally somebody's shy, they don't know how to approach you, they want to tell you something, but they don't know how to say it. And so that could be, so they could say, oh, I don't know, just for an example, I'll come and mend that for you. And, oh no, I just only want to be friends, when they know jolly well they don't just only want to be friends. They want, there is an attraction there and they want more. But even something like that is what Spirit's saying. We'll try the Ask the Angel. If you want to pause the video and ask a question and see if they will answer. But at the end of the day, trust your own intuition as to what this might be saying to you. Well, it's a yes. It's not a yes with an exclamation mark, but it's definitely a yes. So maybe who you're thinking of and who you're thinking about. What they're saying is, they're saying it's not gonna, if it's a yes to who you think it might be, this soulmate, they're saying it might not be, it's not going to be an easy ride, because that's a bit naive to think any new relationship is going to be like that. But what they're saying is there's certainly give and take, and there hasn't been in the past. But whatever question you ask, they are saying it's a yes for you. So let's have a look, see what the Akashic records, so our soul contract on a collective, especially around this Taurian archetypal energy, around values. Oh, well, it's number 4, so that's something of stability. And it's about a birth. So for those of you, it is to do with children, because there's children in here, then obviously you will, it's a yes there for definitely. If you've been wanting children, then it's a yes. That's in the cards. And if not, a birth is you're getting close to birthing something that, whatever seeds you planted in the past, that's what this Wheel of Fortune is, because it opened the reading. Whatever it is that you're praying for or asking for, because this is in England. So this is Stonehenge, and her basket is full though. So definitely something that you've been asking about, whether it's a creative project, whether it's an actual physical birth, or a relationship, whatever, that's going to be birth. That's going to be manifesting, coming to fruition. Wisdom of the Oracle. Why? So I suppose on some level, we always need to be asking ourselves the question why. I know when I used to go to training on either doing property or, I don't know, personal development or whatever it was, they'd always come up with the why. You know, always remember your why. Remember your why as to why you're doing something, you know, your goal, why you started it in the first place. Because there will be times that it's like, oh, I'm just so exhausted, like this 8, you know, having to work so hard and keeps you up all night with worry, etc. And you know, so it's saying remember your why, so it keeps you going. You know, the real reason, because this book and the book has wings, because that why will keep you going. Whether that's because you want, you know, children or whatever it is, a relationship, a career, a job, a home. Remember your why, and you will get there. They're saying. And let's see what the angels in heaven would like to tell us. Truth and integrity. How lovely. You know, just be true to yourself. Just be authentic to yourself. Remember your why, and you know, things will unfold for you. Because as long as you tell the truth to yourself, because remember we had the deception card there, as long as you tell the truth to yourself, then that's all that matters. As long as you're being authentic to yourself and honest and integrity, then you know, you will get your heart's desire. And let's see what the fairies would like to say to compliment them. Yeah, look inside yourself, which I feel is to do with that. Whatever I said on that card, it's definitely look inside yourself, and especially with the truth and integrity card. You know, if you can't trust another, you need to go within and trust yourself. Know why you're doing something, you know, but be honest with yourself. Why are you doing that? You know. It's like someone saying, oh, well, I'm doing it I want to be of service to others or whatever. But they know that they're doing it because they need money or they want money, you know, just sort of saying that for an example. So it is about knowing your why, being truthful, and look inside of yourself, and you can't go far wrong, really. It's like, oh, well, I'm only going to coffee with him or her because, you know, I just want to be friends. I don't, you know, but you know, oh, I do. I really like this person, and you know, but there's pretense there. Hence the deception card. Act as if your partner is already here. I love that. So, yeah, for those of you that are single, you know, act as though your partner's already here. Whether you have someone in your life or not, act as if they are with you, so you'll always consider them. Yeah, which is the, you know, 6 of coins. You know, how would you like it to be? I just said something about that. I can't remember what it was. But yeah, they're saying, you know, just act like, I know it sounds silly sometimes, but just maybe do your romance corner, find out which it is. I think it's to the right as you go into a room in your bedroom or whatever. And then obviously, you know, put 2 things of everything there. Or, you know, like for me, I brought a lovely mug which has pink hearts on it, which is for me. And then I brought a lovely blue mug that has one big blue heart on there for the partner that's, you know, to come in. So just things like that, really. But yeah, act as though they're already here. And then you're already being considerate, aren't you? And how does the universe have our back for this new moon in Taurus? Oh, this one comes up quite a lot. When I lean towards love, I am led. Yeah, definitely. You know, if you lean towards love, because love is the only essence there is, as in, and that weekly reading was endurance, love endures. And that can be over lifetimes, you know, you never lose that. But yeah, if you lean towards love, then you will be led no matter what. So there we go. I do hope those messages help. And please like, share and subscribe. And I will see you back here for the weekly. Okay, lots of love. Namaste.